Good afternoon, party people. Coming to you from my air-conditioned space capsule. Apollo 18. Hope all the party people staying hydrated. It's 105 degrees in Slab City today. And that's the breaking point for me. That's when I turn on my AC. Talking to a good friend of mine that lives here in Slab City a day or two ago. And she was telling me there's a handful of new people out here and they seem to need a lot of help. They need a lot of services, like on-grid services. You know, Slab City's not a homeless camp. It's not a homeless camp in Babylon. We're not connected to the grid. If you're someone that needs a lot of services that are on the grid, maybe you shouldn't be in Slab City. You know, you gotta be able to take care of yourself somewhat to live out here. You can't come out here and expect Slab City to provide you with a trailer and solar panels and everything you need. And you really need to be able to take care of yourself if you're going to live in Slab City. Self-sufficient. Now, yeah, people need help from time to time, you know, and we help people out when they need it here and there, but I mean, we can't supply you with everything you need and make sure you're comfortable if you come here. I tell you, party people, when I moved to Slab City, there was between 38 and 40 people that lived here year-round. And they were fierce and independent and could take care of themselves and wasn't asking for anything outside of Ernie coming here once a month. I mean, if you need more than Ernie, yeah, you might want to be on the grid. You can't expect on-the-grid services in an off-grid community. When I moved here, I couldn't imagine asking these people to supply me with a trailer or an RV and supply me with solar, buy my solar, do this and that. Oh, hell no. All I asked was questions. How do you do this? How do you survive? How do you build a composting toilet? What about shade? What's the best way to build shade? I asked a bunch of practical questions, but I didn't ask anybody to do anything for me. I realized where I was at. You got to take care of yourself out here. For the most part, again, yeah. You know, there's been times if you're like elderly and you need some help putting some shade over your place, yeah, someone's going to pitch in and help you out with that. But to come out here and think Slab City is going to give you all kinds of handouts, no, 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 no. And we are not a homeless camp like you see in Babylon. We're not one of those on-grid. As a matter of fact, there's no homeless in Slab City. At least there wasn't. I don't know about now, but everybody here has a home. There's no homeless. Now, people have moved here and said, hey, man, I'm homeless. And I said, find you a spot, build you a camp, then you're not homeless. We don't have homeless people here. If you're moving here expecting homeless services, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. We're off the grid. Those services are on the grid. Yeah, there's a couple that trickle out here. But I mean, outside of Ernie, you know, I got by on barely $100 a month when I first moved here. Without Ernie, it would have been a lot harder, but yeah. I didn't ask anybody for handouts. I didn't ask anybody for anything. I understood I was in an off-grid community with a bunch of fiercely independent people taking care of themselves. I hope Slab City's not changing into some homeless camp. I don't think it is. But a friend of mine thinks there's a few people out here, and after talking, maybe there's a few people out here that think that they're expecting a bunch of homeless services like they get in Babylon. Yeah, you gotta be able to take care of yourself. We are off the grid, an off-grid community. Oh, and I get a lot of questions sometimes. People are under the impression that we're all kumbaya out here, and we're not. We have assorted personalities. We're not all on the same page. Some of us are not even in the same book. But we make it work. We respect each other's borders to their camps. That's how Slab City works. Respect the camp border. And hey, man, do your own thing in your own camp. Your neighbor doesn't have to agree with it. Your neighbor probably doesn't agree with it. But when push comes to shove, this community will come together. No matter what kind of personality clash is going on, we will take care of each other at the end of the day. But we're not here to provide a bunch of handouts. You have to be able to take care of yourself. Self-sufficient. Off-grid party people. Let's keep Slab City great. I just made that up off the top of my head. See what a genius I am with slogans? Let's keep Slab City great. That's an original slogan by me. I'm going to put it on hats. But not red ones. They're going to be purple, like Joker purple. Or maybe royal blue with white lettering and some really cool font. Let's keep Slab City great. Alright, party people. You know, stay hydrated. I do. I stay hydrated in Slab City. I don't drink just plain water. I drink things that have electrolytes. Because I think electrolytes are important. Peace and love. From my air-conditioned space capsule, Apollo 18, Slab City, just above Mexico, chilling at 62 degrees, baby. Peace and love. Bye-bye.